Fetchling. You're never going to be hit. Never. Ever. Or what's the selfish bard? The archaeologist bard?
Betwixt the raising of the undying emperor and the great planar war that shook the heavens, there was an age of contradiction, where cannons won kingdoms and muskets kept the peace. A brave few won the hearts of the conquered and conquerors alike. Of these we speak of the decline of the great kingdoms and cultures under the heel of empire. Of those we speak of gladiators and the untold thousands that worshipped them. Of this, an age of glory, where kings would be slaves and a gladiator would be king.
I'm not even sure what Mesmerist Swashbuckler does. It sounds bad. And then Archaeologist as a archetype for Bard. Because that would stack with another Bard's Bard song. It's all luck bonuses, I think. And then there's a trait that gives you double luck bonuses whenever you encounter a luck bonus. So you take that trait somehow. Oh, the twink. Oh, we can sure build the broken things here on Die Dragon Die. Greetings and welcome to Die Dragon Die presents the Dread and Circus campaign season 2 episode 17. I'm your DM and host Marty, joined by Ahmed and Mark tonight. How is everyone doing? How you doing? How you doing, Mark? How you doing, Mark? What you do, Mar? What you do?
Yay! I'm pretty good. I go back to the doctors because I'm still sore. I'm still hurting.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's not good.
That sucks, sir.
Yeah, it's been like 3 weeks now. However, last night was the first night I was able to sleep an entire night in my own bed instead of having to come downstairs to the couch and curl up in a ball.
A ball of pain.
A ball of pain.
It's just I didn't even go to sleep. I gotta work tomorrow.
I had to sleep with my shoulders in like concave slightly to avoid pain.
That's not good long term.
So the corner of the couch was the best place for me.
Interesting. I'm a couch sleeper. I'm a side sleeper, so I always like having the back of the couch to my back. I basically spend all night flipping from one side to the other. I don't sleep on my back. I don't sleep on my front. But that's just me. I'm a couch sleeper. I fucking love sleeping on the couch. There's just something about it.
Hey, Fox, where?
Hey, Fox. Ahmed, how's it going, man?
Good. I sleep in a bed like a normal human being.
No, you sleep right where you're sitting.
Maybe. For 9 hours, it may happen.
Don't lie to me. We've seen it. We have video footage.
I'm only acting. I'm a great actor.
Now use my quick impression of a sleeping.
I can do it for long hours. Look.
Nice. All right, why don't we do a quick recap of what happened last game. We're going to go back to Vatapol. So right now, we've got Arlen and his group, Arlen, Damien, and the group that are at Terra's Lean, or Citadel by the Lake, as the Imperials have called it. We have, kind of moving ahead of schedule, like a few weeks ahead, we have Zeta and that group that has traveled all the way from Belheim up into the Darkling Wood to Crater Lake, and they're following the Shadow Compass, and it kind of led them to this place, and we played that in the last game. But all the way down in Vatapol, way the schmail down here. Now, these are 60-mile hexes, so there's some significant distance between us. I think Avasia, I figured out, is about twice as wide as North America, or twice as wide as the United States, coast to coast. So it's a very large continent. Hey, randomly, how's it going? Yep. So we're gonna go back to Vatapol, And if we open up our schedule of fighting, let me make this a little bit bigger. Zoom, zoom. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Let's go back to my room. You can do it all right. I had some sugar, and apparently it's kicking in, so... yeah!
Yeah, it's not too often you break into 80s tunes.
Right. What are you talking about? We love all the tunes. Is that 80s?
That's from the 80s, yes.
I think it's early 90s, but
Oh, I think you're wrong. I think you're stuck in the 80s, my friend.
Okay. So it looks like the Circus of Dread have completed this week, week 35. These were the fights that were canceled due to rain. So they were like the weathered out fights, which are counted as draws for your gladiators, but they are counted as a particular one of their 3 fights.
Yeah.
I feel like next season End Games is going to be twice as clusterfucky, as in the summer season games or the autumn season games. Like the one that's going to happen in 1 week. That's going to be bad. All right, so so effectively the conclave is 1 week behind Arlen, and then several weeks behind the group Zeta, Evander, Cade, Renee, and Widget, who are off in the wilderness. They're actually like a couple of weeks into the fall while they're traveling. Okay, so we need to plan out. The Conclave of Crimson Scale week 35 and what everyone is doing. So Ashoka, I'm just going to put a big question mark. I'm sure Adam will have something suitable that Ashoka will get himself into. Magnus is fighting, and they're fighting, they being Magnus and Scarab, are fighting the champion troll, or the troll named Champion, from the civilized house of the Grim Gobleen. They've never seen this troll in action. They plundered the temple, or the place where the troll trained for some time, but the troll wasn't there by the time that you guys got to the Cleft of Kelmar and looted the temple. Have you guys considered having both Ludus make a deal with each other to make a boatload of cash? Interesting.
Marty, there is a bet that I want to make, a big bet that I want to make for the Ludus and Magnus.
Okay. Phineas, what is Phineas doing? He completed in record time the survey for the Lodestone Obelisk. Like, he knows where he wants to place this thing within the city of Vatapol, and maybe I should switch over to the Vatapol map. Just give me a second. I'll save this. Phineas has a lot of like official stuff that he needs to do, but I don't know what he is prioritizing.
He's gonna get the books in order first, I think.
Get your monies together.
So you're gonna concentrate on making this thing like making your guild ledgers work and catching up on old paperwork and okay.
Yeah, and I think Isram the Black Senior is coming this week to pick up his son.
Oh right. So Magnus had that done. So Isram Senior, and then you're just basically gonna do the books.
Yeah.
Okay. There may be a roll to see if you find anything interesting there as you're going through all this old correspondence and tasks that were left undone by the wizard. Sid, what are you doing this week?
Sid's going to be spying.
On?
Magnus will have him spy. Well, if none of the other masters ask him for anything, Magnus wants him to spy on the House of the Gobleen. What are they going to do? What are they going to throw?
Yeah, but this is the same week as the fight, so...
isn't that when we usually...
No, you usually spy beforehand.
Do it the week before?
Yeah. There will be a roll to see if you gain any pertinent information before, unless you're spying on for some other like purpose. Are you spying on for information about the champion, or are you spying on like what the house is up to, or
information about the champion?
Okay, there's a
if there's enough time to do that before the fight, then it's about the champion. If there isn't, then he'll just look about what they're planning to do, because they got really screwed over. So
no, it's more dangerous. It's more like this. You'll get a roll to see what you learn about the champion, but then we'll roll to see how soon you get that information relative to the fight.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay, so you want to spy on the champion?
Vatapole.
Okay, I just put down spy on champion of trolls. Zed is getting a tattoo done, which requires him to physically be there while the tattoo is being worked on. I believe he's going to the tattoo parlor in Vatapole, the skin painter's shop where Vestra Eral is going to do this. Sona, Fleas, Brog, Zargon, and Scarab. Looks like they're all rested up, and their mentals are pretty good at this point. So, what are you having them do?
Scarab's fighting.
Oh, sorry. Sona, Fleas, Brog, Zargon.
Sona's going to be doing his song. Fleece will be protecting Sona.
No.
They're going to be coming along, but for that week.
For that week, yep.
Yeah, and Brog is opening a daycare.
No, he's not. It's pretty funny. Baby, they just give me the babies. And then they leave. And then I eat them.
Lucas got it right. Will Sid get caught again? Will Magnus be over his head and almost die? Will Ashoka screw someone over?
Find out now on Circus of Dread.
That's funny.
Oh, Dread and Circus, yeah, exactly. What do you do? What are you having Sona, Fleas, Brog do this week? It looks like the Wizard Ling and
there's still some training that needs to get done. Okay.
Wizard Ling needs one more success to get his charisma up.
Old Vigo needs another dice
one
for
more
level.
Dice for level.
So we can put 4 and 4 on each.
Okay. But I think you can just do 4 and 4 without
having somebody to train them.
6. Yeah, you could do 5 and 5 if you wanted.
Yeah, there's nobody else that needs anything. Attitude is diplomacy. Quelzi is the Nagaji, right?
Yep.
Let's put some.
So diplomacy actually it requires a person to interact with.
Let's have Sona and Fleece. Well, what's their alignment? What is their alignment?
Their alignment's neutral. Sona and Fleece are both neutral good.
That's fine.
Okay, so you basically have Sona and Fleas hang out with her to try to make her feel like she's part of the team.
Yeah, exactly. And old Vigo's body. Oh, he's training. Never mind.
I'm just gonna call that attitude.
Religion, attitude. Everybody else looks okay. The Wizard Ling. Oh, he's training as well. Crap. Okay. I think that's all we can do for these guys. These guys are not fighting. Can we rest? Nobody's at 0. Brog, attitude. Let's entertain Brog. I'm gonna be perform well before we kick his ass out.
Just jingle some keys in front of him like a baby.
And what are you doing with Zargon? What's Zargon up to?
Magnus wants to. Shit, Zed is busy. I wanted to get a magic item for Zargon.
Okay, he could spend time shopping, helping shop.
Yeah, I wanted to get him a magic item up, like magic one of his items, or just make sure it's done before the end of season games.
Sure.
Zargon.
Okay, we'll have to figure out what that is. Nova, Bannock, and 6, I think, are all. I'm gonna put 6 as question mark because
It's sad. Nobody knows 6 exists.
Well, you guys have kind of forgotten about him, so it's like perfect.
I've
for
never.
Ashoka.
Yeah, I've.
You guys know that you captured one, but yeah, the doppelganger has been forgotten about. Nova and Bannock Baden, I guess, are just idle for this.
Nova
for this
and
period?
yeah, sure. They can rest. If there's more entertainment, we'll just put it on them, just for the hell of it.
Okay, give me 5 rolls for training Wizard Ling.
5 for Ling. Mark, you can go ahead. Or you want me to do it?
Oh, hang on, I got it.
Okay. Thanks.
Yep. So you can. His charisma looks like it's finished. I think you rolled both scores into the same. Let me just open up the Wizard Ling his sheet.
We need another one for.
This is Conclave. Wizard Ling. Where is he? Condemned.
So he got his level, or not his level. He got his charisma up.
Yeah. Here's the Wizard Ling. His charisma is now 8, which is -1. Oh no, sorry, yeah, 10, and then his total ability scores are 84, which is the minimum that we require as a house rule to get to start into Gestalt. That's not Wizard Ling. Wizard Ling already has a token mark.
I do have 2 things that we can work on for Zargon.
What is an exploiter wizard?
What?
Hold on. Nature's calling. Oh yeah.
Exploiter and exploit. Oh, it's a wizard that gains arcanist exploits. Weird. An exploiter. Well, he's condemned. All right. So that was Wizard Ling. Give me a roll for old Vigo's level. 5d6. You need 1 success. 5.
Oh, what a roll!
Nice.
Vigo's just so trainable.
Vigo is now a 4th level sorcerer. Lawful neutral, worshiper of the 5-faced god. He's got some rounded out stats now, 10, 10, 10 in his physicals. Remember, he's an old man.
Yep.
What bloodline did he have? Just Arcana bloodline? Yep.
I think so, yeah.
Arcana bloodline, weapon focus ray, precise shot, and point blank shot because he used to be a gunslinger, so he's still good at aiming. Yeah, and admonishing ray is a 2nd level spell. He's a serviceable sorcerer now. Which is really funny. Yep. Oh, Vigo. Somehow you've survived the many years and tortures.
Well,
okay.
It's like Arlen. No one expected Arlen to survive. He had a 9 con and like shit stats, and now all of a sudden he's like Lannister. And
acting
like,
Lannister,
with
Ludus,
no
and cleric of a weird deity, and
yeah.
like central to that plotline. Yep.
And I mean, no one thought he was going to survive before he lost his legs.
Losing the legs was a boon. Made him less of a target.
Yeah, the next step would be to Gestalt, but this turn,
yes.
Brog is now got good morale.
Ling was going to be our crafter, wasn't he?
Sona and Fleas are good at diplomacy. They've got 25 dice between them.
How many do they need for success?
Quailsy's effectiveness is 13, so you need 13 successes.
Go, Mark.
How many dice, sorry? 12?
25.
25.
We need 13 dice. Okay. 1,
Holy
2, 3,
crap.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, we got her.
Okay, so
She's happy.
her attitude is now neutral
+1.
towards
Let's
your.
hope these rolls keep going for the fight. 'Cause
Okay.
Oh,
She no longer hates your Ludus. Is really the thing.
Oh,
that you did
that's
there.
good.
So that's really good. It was actually a really good use of their skills. They're like the welcome wagon of the of the Ludus.
Yeah, we should do that. We should do the same with Nova. Get her to a +1, and then Quilzy as well.
All right.
Next time.
What was the one role-playing encounter you wanted to do for Magnus, Phineas, and Sid? And I guess Scarab?
Magnus wanted to do. I wanted to bet.
Okay. So Magnus wants to place a bet.
Yeah. Here's the thing: if Magnus dies, he's gone. So he's gonna put all his cash into this. He always puts all his money down.
All in? He's just going
Because if
all
he
in.
if he dies, he loses everything anyways.
that's actually, yeah.
Hey, Scarab, I recommend you do something.
All right, is Scarab placing any bets? I don't need to know what the bets are right now, but like, is that what he's going to spend time doing, visiting brokers and that sort of thing? Okay.
Yeah, he's only got. Oh, he might get in trouble.
What do you need? Do you need anything?
Okay, so there's a role playing encounter.
Because he's got 3 fake talents and doesn't know it.
Not sure if you can double approve on attitude. I'm gonna say only one step per week. Attitude kind of represents like loyalty as opposed to morale. Like that probably goes up and down quicker than attitude does. And your attitude would have to be like super helpful in order to like listen to someone who's trying to like convert you and change your religion or change your alignment. So it's harder to change than morale.
Yep.
Cool. All right. So you guys there's probably a scene where you guys are gonna go play some bets. It sounds like you're gonna play some ridiculously high bets on yourselves. So I'll probably ask where you're going to do that. Phineas with his books, there are some interesting things. Sid, okay, let's do the easy thing first. Zargon, what are you gonna shop for Zargon? Like, how much money are you giving him?
So Zargon has got there's 3 things that he can upgrade.
Yep.
His vest is a +1. His amulet is it's a Mighty Fist +1, acid +1d6. We can up that, and his ring of protection
is
is
much
+1.
more expensive than 5
Yeah,
grand.
I know, but he's also got a ring of protection +1. So either vest or ring would be a good improvement.
All right, we'll say that you upgrade his vest to +2, subtract 3 talents.
Okay, +2.
And it'll change his saves.
I'm doing that now.
Already done.
Alrighty. Okay. So talents, ledger, 2 for Zargon.
Okay. He wants to protect himself, especially after going into a crazy dungeon with Magnus. So he did some shopping for Zargon. He's temporarily happy. Dragons are greedy.
+1 vest to +2 vest. Well, the good thing is he's got. We can upgrade a couple more of his things before things get really expensive. And maybe I was thinking of getting him a bunch of other things, but we'll see.
Magnus and Scarab, you've got some bets to place. Where are you guys going to place those bets?
Here's my question.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Did Magnus tell Scarab about what happens if they die?
No, I don't think that was shared. So
I don't think
you
so.
notice Scarab, you notice Magnus grabbing a lot of money as the two of you were going to set out into town to make some bets.
But don't we usually do the we say like we'll bet this much, and then whoever wins just delivers the money. I was thinking of doing it with the claw. I don't think I can do it anywhere else. I want to put 20 talents for Magnus and 20 talents for the.
Where's Magnus's token?
I was thinking 20 talents for the Ludus and 20 talents for Magnus, or even 30 for the Ludus.
Okay. Well then I guess you're preparing notes.
Yeah.
You're getting Ashoka to like stamp some notes, and you see Gracchus that he's got some very large sums.
Yeah, Gracchus, might as well put everything in. We're not gonna lose. Well, I fucking hope not.
I gotta have something left over in case we do.
Don't worry about it. If you lose, it's a troll. He's not gonna let you go. You're gonna die. But not with me, because Magnus is with you. You're gonna be fine.
Well, I'd be a lot more confident if we had armor.
Yeah, Ashoka, you piece of shit.
I did not make this deal. This deal you made, Magnus.
Yes, he's lying. He's always lying. Good, him his neck.
Do not call the master a liar. That's most impolite.
Yeah, that one's also lying.
No.
I don't fight any fights unless you tell me what the conditions are beforehand.
All right. Don't worry. I got this. Get all your potions ready. It's gonna be. You have to drink a lot. No armor, it's messed
You
up.
don't say.
Yeah. What's your AC without like potions and all that without armor?
If I have time to take all of my potions.
Yeah. All. And remember, there might be more than one. There might be 9.
I can, if I have time to take all of my potions.
Magnus, Nem and I noticed a peculiar clause in the contract that you signed. Did you notice this?
Ashoka, I gave you the contract to look over.
Yes.
What clause?
There's this strange clause about phases of the match. Did you agree to something?
No, we kill him and that's it.
It does not. And he looks at the contract again. I think there's something that's missing. It's making reference to something else.
Well, where do we find this out?
We may want to speak to the commissioner about this. Perhaps Sid can find something out.
I think he's already flapping around somewhere.
Most impolite for them to make reference to another document in his contract.
Yeah, let's find out from the commissioner. Ashoka, can you do that?
I have other things to tend to this week, he says.
All right, I'll go to the commissioner myself.
He nods.
Thank you.
I'm going with you.
Magnus already knows that Magnus already knows that there's supposed to be 9. Yeah, Gracchus, look, I'm not too happy about this. I was hoping Ashoka was gonna do something about that. I didn't want to go in with no armor. But it's fine.
I only noticed it when I looked at it again. Ashoka is not the lawyer that Damien is.
Yeah.
And apparently they snuck something into the contract that Ashoka's only coming up with now. As per my D20 roll in front of me, he rolled pretty shit. Let's see. He does not have profession arbiter, so he'd be using something like appraise, which is +6. Maybe knowledge local Vatapole, which is also +6.
Yeah.
Like he's not built to be your lawyer. He's built to be your conniver.
Okay, you want an appraise? Okay, Sid can appraise +12.
All right, Sid heard his name and like some sort of
Actually, his back is all messed up. Hey guys, his arms all long and shit. Let me look at your contracts. Eyes go all buggy.
Where's Sid? Where's Sid? Sid was spying on someone before?
I think this is the first week he's back, so I don't think he's...
Alright, let me find his token. I might have deleted it.
Here, I'll roll it. You want me to roll it now?
Sure.
27.
Yeah, they're making reference to another document, which is very dangerous to do, because that document could change.
Who the hell signed this? What? Where's the copy of the contract? Where's the copy of the other document?
Ashoka's already gliding out of the room, pretending to be busy
How could you
with
say
them.
signed it? Hey, Scaly.
The door quietly closes to Ashoka's room.
Most impolite. They do not appreciate you.
Yes, I know, Nem. Most impolite indeed.
Looks like they're trying to screw you over. Need to speak with this commissioner and see what they're gonna do. I can go and take a look at them, see what they're what they're planning to do for your fight. You want me to do that, Magnus? Sorry.
Gracchus does not look amused.
No.
You're being
to be
screwed
fair,
over some more?
I did not sign this. I gave this to Ashoka before I signed it. You supposed to look it over. Shit. Okay, let's go speak to the commissioner. Hey, Gracchus, don't worry about it. Well, I'll give you half my winnings.
Oh, you better.
It'll be fine. He claps you on the back. It'll be great. Trust me.
Alright, so the two of you are going to go speak to the commissioner?
Yep.
Alright. This is like a day or so before your fight. You go to the Vatapole jail, and you do notice that there are some really tough-looking gladiator guard types that are hanging out around the Vatapole jail. Let me find some tokens for these guys.
Okay.
Really imposing. They all have tower shields and heavy armor.
Okay.
Let's use this token. And they've got symbols on their shields that suggest that they're not from a ludus from this city.
Okay.
And this guy's name is... you go inside the jail. You are trying to get to the commissioner's attention. Dmitry Vaska is currently meeting with someone. Eventually, you do get an audience, and you see the person that he is meeting with. The man is well dressed in purple finery. He has this cruel edge to his look. He is flanked by several of these heavily armored gladiator type guards. Give me knowledge local Vinvasa or knowledge like any sort of profession gladiator.
Oh, I think.
Let me check Magnus. Well, I'll give you knowledge local.
I really thought I had that. Okay. Yeah. No. No can do.
15.
15, you recognize the sigil that is on the shields. They are a major ludus in the capital city called the Ebon Shroud.
Okay. Yeah, this is the Gracchus. This is the Ebon Shroud. They're from the capital. What are they doing here?
Maybe they're coming to scout the competition.
Possibly.
Someone's going to be going to the capital.
Let's focus on let's focus on getting this information first.
Yeah, so we're doing bad soldier, badder soldier. Like you hold him down and I'll threaten to eat his face.
The commissioner?
Yeah.
No, we're gonna give him money for information. That's kind of how it works.
With a 15, you think the man who is walking out of the office of the commissioner has the nickname of Lord Bane.
Do you have a?
I do. I'm just building it now. I had to search. For
Okay, no problem. No problem. Yeah, I was wondering if
he's some sort of elf, but his skin is definitely like much dark gray, sort of darker than any elf that you've seen before. He's wearing finery, but he does have like some leathers on. He does have this beautiful looking rapier at his belt and this permanent looking scowl on his face. He stops for a moment. His guards, slowly move their hands to their gladiuses at their belt when they see like big ass Magnus with a bunch of swords and the ugly Gracchus standing there. Couple of halfling servants. You have an impromptu visit from Master Magnus and the mercenary Gracchus. Oh, Magnus, is it? He steps forward. I look forward to assisting with your fight tomorrow.
The hell is he talking about?
assisting with a fight. What do you mean?
Yes.
You are Bane, right? The Devon Bane.
They tend to call me Lord Bane.
I'm sorry, Lord Bane. Things are a little more lax down here in Varapol. Welcome. I'm Magnus, one of the masters of the Ludus of the Conclave, Crimson Conclave.
Oh, yes, I do remember your battle at the end of last year's games. It was all the rage. The little princeling,
a long time ago.
The little princeling couldn't stop talking about Magnus and his blue companion jumping from ship to ship as it was being destroyed.
I'm glad it was entertaining.
And a knoll. You still have that knoll, don't you?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we could get a pretty penny selling it to our imperial prince. If you're ever in need of some coin, I could arrange such a meeting.
Magnus is impressed that this man can set up a meeting with a prince. I'll keep that in mind. Yeah, I take care of my gladiators.
Good. I take care of mine. I expect no violence to be done to my men while they're on the field helping with your 9-phase match.
What the fuck is he talking about, Magnus?
9-phase match? What are your men doing?
At the end of each phase, should you win, there will be a period of respite. Commissioner,
What the fuck is a phase?
You're yelling. The commissioner's like... The guards are like half drawing their blades at yelling Gracchus.
Gracchus, calm down.
Do I know you? He's looking at your arms. It is a very, very odd and distinguishing characteristic. You've got like actually 4 arms, right?
Yeah. He has actually 4 arms. One of the lower arms comes up like this.
Gracchus, calm down.
Ah, yes. You spent the last year in Vinvosa, didn't you? I remember seeing you fight. You pulled those orcs right apart. Yeah, you fought some orcs.
Yeah.
Max like, yeah.
Interesting. You're with the Conclave now, are you?
For now. Harry's bitter and all that.
Respect my gladiators, and you will earn my respect. Perhaps even I will call upon your feeder Ludus in the future to buy some new gladiators when my stable runs empty.
What is the job of your men?
To make sure that if you get past the first of 9 warriors, and he shrugs like he doesn't know what exactly that means,
Magnus knows what's going on.
that there's a period of respite.
How long is that period?
A few minutes, I'm told. Enough time to equip a man hastily.
Equip a man?
Yes. It's a little bit puzzling to me as well, as you could see such a request being made of a powerful ludus such as the Ebon Shroud. I'm curious what this, Sindara has come up with. Perhaps she's trying to impress me after her sale of some poorly trained goblins.
You bought the goblins? Should have asked me. I told you the garbage.
Well, of course, the Ebon Shroud sponsors the civilized house of the Grim Gobleen. He's looking at you like, surprised you don't know this.
They weren't performing very well, so hope they fare well with you.
Sorry for your loss.
Well, I suppose you grind 1,000 goblins through the mill, and if you end up with one heroic goblin, it is all worth it.
No, I'm pretty sure they killed that one too, didn't you? The dragon?
Yeah, quite possibly.
Yes, your dragon. We should have lunch soon, Magnus. I understand it's a busy time of year. I'm actually quite surprised that you would have a fight against the champion right before the season end games. Still, I suppose you won the last season game, so it's not like you need to win this season, now is it?
Yeah, an outsider would say, hey, maybe Magnus wasn't thinking when he accepted this fight.
Ah! Shut up, Drakkers.
There are many Ludi that are most interested in purchasing this little dragon of yours. It is making quite a stir back in the capital.
Oh,
If
I'm
you're
sure.
ever going to sell such a creature, I want you to come to me first. And if someone comes to you, know that I will double it.
Interesting. As far as I know, the dragon's not going to be for sale ever. But I will keep you in mind. If ever I come across another one, maybe.
Yes, well, you know what they say. Never say never. Good day to you, gentlemen. Look forward to
nice-
seeing you fight tomorrow. Looking
Yeah, nice
forward to
meeting you.
seeing what this champion can do. Commissioner? Him and his gladiators tromp off. Oh, Magnus. He seems to be not looking at Krakus. You come in. What can I do you for?
Commissioner.
I'm a bit busy, so if you could make it quick.
What's this reference to another document here? How come it wasn't provided?
The commissioner's confused, and then he looks at your
Looks
thing.
over there.
Oh, yes.
How come we never got this document?
These documents are sent to me for filing for the fights. It's not my job to make sure you have copies.
Do you have a copy of this other one?
Yes?
Okay. Can I take a look, please?
Yeah, he gives it to you.
Okay, read through it.
There's some official looking stamps on it, like it's already been stamped.
Okay, look, I want to read through. Magnus is not an idiot.
Okay, so
You-
is he? Is he
Yeah,
not an idiot?
he's not a genius, but he's not
All
an
right.
idiot.
The gist of the document, it says that should you down the troll in a given phase, you are to disengage immediately, and there will be a period of respite, no longer than 10 minutes, whereby the next combatant in a string of 9 combatants will be properly equipped.
Does it say what Okay, that's all it says?
It also says that there are penalties if you continue to hit the corpse after it's died.
Oh, I need to score a crit. Yeah. Penalties if I continue. What's the penalty?
One free axe hit from a troll.
Troll? We're only fighting one champion.
Yeah, they're saying
And
there will be a troll off to the side with an axe that you need to stand there and take an axe hit from.
Well, that's the first troll we kill.
Which one? That one?
It doesn't say which particular troll. It says a troll with an axe. It looks like you've agreed to these things, although they seem to have pulled one over you.
Glaucus, does it say anything about it pulling? This is against two fighters, right? Two warriors.
Yeah, this applies to both warriors in the fight.
You do realize this means we have to beat them 9 times. Idiot.
Commissioner, is it possible to pull Glaucus out and pull me in with my armor?
You would have to arrange this with Sindara. All these are signed and stamped.
Glaucus feeling to pull out, I have no problem. The original fight was with me in the armor. Pulling you in was a favor because I know you want to fight. But if this is too risky, no problem. I'll take this on.
No, I can always yield.
Is yield in the contract?
Yeah, you can yield.
We'll see.
There's what was there? Was there a penalty to death or not? I forget.
There's a thing. It was 20 talents. 20 talents for us and 10 talents for him.
Okay.
Something like that. I'm dropping a talent in his little pantry thingy.
Okay. Yeah. Dimitri thanks you. He's wondering if there's anything else you could do. He wants the piece of paper back.
Yeah.
It's got all sorts of official stamps and signage on it. He puts it back into a folder that you could see has the contract that Ashoka had.
This is a...
You get the sense that the Grim Gobleen has never tried to out-contract you before. This was you forced them to do this, and it may have been done by other experts. Like, you don't think that Sindara had this expertise.
Yeah. All right. Magnus is not surprised at this, but in the contract it didn't say that he couldn't go back to the veins.
Just said period of rest.
And it didn't say you got to go stand on the block.
It does.
Yeah, it says he has to go stand on the block.
Yep.
But it didn't say he can't go back to the veins.
Going back to the veins forfeits fights. That's a general. Going into the stands or leaving the arena is a forfeit.
We're gonna have to use Sid.
Apparently, the guards that were summoned from the Ebon Shroud, which is a larger ludus that sponsors the civilized house of the Grim Gobleen, is here to make sure that the respite periods are respected.
So what am I gonna see on this arena? If I see any goblins, I'm gonna kill them right away. They've tried this bullshit with me all the time.
I do not blame you. There are still a lot of goblins hanging around. They have been a problem, says Dimitri. Although any goblin wearing a sigil of one of the Ludi, you probably shouldn't kill.
Okay, where in the contract does it say that goblins are allowed to be in the arena?
They're more of a vermin.
If any goblin is in the arena, it's gonna get slaughtered. If they're not allowed, if they're not in the contract, then they're not supposed to be there. I'm not dealing with anything
Oh,
else.
handsome.
Dimitri is not arguing with you. You can see that the two of you are pissed off, and he's kind of like catching the vibe that you guys are all angry. He's catching the vibe.
God damn you, Ashoka! It's your fault. It is your fault.
Yes, shitty audio incoming. Hey guys, how you doing? I just got out of my most recent meeting. I've got another one starting up in 45 minutes, but I'm going to hang out till then because fuck my life.
You realize it's 10:43 at night, right?
Yes.
China?
On a Thursday.
Yep.
Blame China.
No, I'm blaming California, but it's one of those like it's late for them too. So
Yeah, it's 7:40. Yeah, I was still getting pinged by people at work at 6:30. So.
Yep. It's well, we're going to reconvene, so I'm going to hang out and watch you guys play.
So we have to beat the champion and his buddy 9 times.
You defeated him 9 times?
Oh, no, we have to.
Oh, you haven't fought him yet. Okay.
They're learning that they pulled a trick where they made reference to another document in the contract, and that document described a series of a chain fight with up to 9 opponents with a 5 to 10 minute break in between each opponent, enough time to hastily arm someone. And then the Ebon Shroud, which you learned is the sponsor of the civilized house of the Grim Gobleen. This is a ludus from the capital. Have their guards here to make sure that the respite time is respected. They also got the sense that the Ebon Shroud leader is here, and they had a brief conversation with him. You kind of get the gist, at least Magnus and Gracchus did, that he didn't quite know what Sindara was up to, and that he's here to watch what Sindara has. Sindara's kind of like her vassal or his employee.
You can blame Ashoka because Ashoka didn't max out goddamn knowledge legal because he didn't realize that we were going to open up that can of fucking worms.
Right, so I made you roll an appraise. You got a +6. You rolled like a 3. It was like, yeah, it looks all right.
So the circlet of intelligence with max ranks in friggin' litigation or whatever it is.
Profession,
is required
lawyer,
now.
arbiter, or whatever. Yes.
Yeah, we need one.
Yep. Because your lawyer is up north right now.
Because our lawyer got ejected from the city because he was being a lawyer or a dick. Or I don't know if those are different words.
Yeah, or yeah. Damien wanted to go on an adventure. Awesome. Okay, Magnus and Gracchus have their... were they going to place bets now that they've got more information?
Yeah, Magnus is gonna put 20 talents because it doesn't matter if he dies or not. Wait, can you surrender?
There is a clause for surrender. Surrender means you lose.
So don't bet on the fight and we'll just surrender when it gets troublesome.
Yeah.
Gracchus doesn't know the history.
You did get out of the troll, the trolls in that troll hole in that dungeon that you went to a few weeks ago, Magnus. You're pretty sure you couldn't surrender to any of them.
Yeah.
So...
all we gotta do is get out of the arena.
If you could truly surrender, then Ashoka wasn't truly doing his job in, mating ritual, which is annoy the hell out of them until they try to murder you twice.
Many times, not twice. Yeah, Magnus is gonna bet 20 talents.
Okay,
Come on,
so
Claw.
who are you betting with?
Claw.
Claw? Okay, you're the Claw?
Yeah.
So you go into the dented helmet near the Vatapole Civic Arena. I don't think Gracchus has been here yet, but Gracchus smells the smell of money and desperation out of some of the people that are like, you can see this one guy going, but I'll pay you back next week, that sort of thing, as he's being dragged off by these men called the Tall Boys, really, really beefy looking, perhaps ex-gladiators, all wearing these red jackets. they drag that guy off into the alleyway or elsewhere. Yuri's sitting at his impromptu desk, which is a table at one end of the bar, but set up opposite of the entrance. He seems to be drinking.
Hey, Magnus.
Yeah.
I gotta. Just thinking, I got an idea. I don't know. I mean, if you're still looking to make some money on this fight.
What are you thinking?
Well,
No, I don't do that.
it could be a lot of money. That's all I'm saying.
No, COD does not approve of that.
I think he might forgive you.
Are you guys talking about throwing the fight?
Yeah.
Hold on. Magnus is chaotic neutral. And Cord says
Cord says get stronger. You do that with money.
With a lot of money. You get strong with a lot of money, that's true.
I wonder what you would have to do to fall from Cord's graces.
Yeah, because he's around. Oh, give me my spells. Oh, yeah.
The spellcaster.
Yes. You raise a very interesting question. A very interesting question here, Gracchus.
And, I mean, some of these guys would appreciate a little heads up there. They might throw a little something extra our way. He's pointing to the back room where obvious criminal activity happens.
Marty, hold on. I'm gonna do a. Sorry, I know it's taking me a second here, but this is an interesting. Problem.
You're creating your own problems.
Knowledge. Great. Knowledge religion's nice and zeroed out. Doesn't even exist on my list.
I think God would be okay with that, don't you?
Nah, Gracchus, I'm gonna bet on myself.
Oh. Well, I don't like your odds, buddy. He claps you on the shoulder.
I still offer you if you want to get out, you can get out.
Like I said, I owe you the fight.
No, you don't owe me anything. If you want to get out, you can get out. I'll go talk to Sindara, I'll put myself in there with the hammer.
She's just gonna say no. Do you think it's an accident we gotta fight her champion 9 times?
No. Let's go. Hey, Clara!
Hey,
It is great champion Magnus. Come on over here for a drink. And you bring your big four-armed friend there. Look at him. Look at him.
5 drinks, come on.
He pours a line of drinks in
He
little
takes
shots.
4 drinks and puts them in front of Greg. Show him that thing you do. Come all at the same time.
He pours a 6th one
All
for
right.
himself. What can I do for you, spring champion, eh?
We're fighting next week.
No, you're fighting this week.
Oh shit, yeah, we're fighting this week. Oh yeah, same week. We're fighting soon.
But good to hear that you're taking part in season end games, yes? I hear that carpenters are going to work around the clock to get everything done.
Too bad, I'm gonna smash everything.
If you smash like last year, it will be good show, yes? Make lots of money. You're going to win this year, right?
That's the plan, yeah. Also, I'm gonna fight this week.
Can you guarantee that you win this year, eh? Can you guarantee
Let's talk
it?
about a first fight.
No, I'm interested in hearing about... Alright, fine. You and this champion.
Yeah. There's 9 of them. Did you know that?
I hear it's some sort of chain match. A special chain match. Chain match is one gladiator after other. You have to beat all 9. 9 against 2 is very brave, but again, at one time it's 2 against 1, so I can see that that you may stand chance.
These are trolls.
Yeah, bring fire or whatever. You should be okay with that big fiery sword of yours.
Magnus whispers to him, "They're immune to fire."
Huh? There's probably other thing that Troll is afraid of, eh? He smiles, like he's not going to tell you.
20 talents. What's the odds for us? It's 3-1, 4-1.
No, 9 guys against 2, all called champion. No, you can make good coin betting on yourself.
20 talents.
2-1 for Trolls.
3-1.
No, I cannot do 3-1.
Then 2.5-1. Take it.
So 2-5. All right, for you, Magnus. We make this bet.
All right. So, excellent. 20 talents.
Oh, do you have 20 talents? Do your snake master allow you to spend like this?
This is mine. I don't have a master.
So this is 20 talents from Magnus, not from Conclave.
Yeah. And 20 on Conclave.
What about you, Grakis?
You shouldn't make that bet.
It was 20 from the Conclave and 20 from Magnus, is what I heard, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
You really should probably. I mean, none of my business, but I don't think you got the other guys in there. I don't think Ashoka's gonna like you making that bet.
Fine. I don't care about that, actually. 20 for me.
Oh, Conclave can afford 20.
No, it's fine. It doesn't matter. The big money's gonna be on the season end games.
Yeah, I like this. So, you going to win season end games, yeah?
If I enter a fight, I enter to win.
You guarantee to win season end fight?
There's no guarantees. One lucky sword, you might fall.
How much money would it take for you to guarantee you win?
Guarantee?
Guarantee.
Let's talk about this after.
It is date then.
Yeah. 5 more drinks.
He pours 5 more drinks.
Okay.
You're muted, Adam, if you're trying to
Peace out.
I'm explaining what's going on. My laugh was come down and is very concerned about not being in bed.
Oh. Hi.
And I said, I'm working. And then she said, that doesn't sound like working. It's like, but I'm working.
I'm looking. Magnus is an engineer now.
We're building cars.
Yeah.
We'll get
It
that
works.
thing amazing.
You push the car.
All right, so Yuri is eager to somehow come to an accord with Magnus that you would guarantee to win.
That's the kind of cheating that I think Cord would get behind.
Magnus is not gonna talk about that yet.
Okay. You drink with Yuri. You put down your 20 talent bet just for you, or also the conclave.
No, just for me.
Okay.
Wait, Magnus gonna put 20 down for the goddamn conclave because Magnus knows he's gonna win.
That's the spirit. Yes, you put down money for Conclave, you put down money for Magnus. All in, eh? It's all in.
Well, maybe for Magnus. Okay.
Would you like to bet Dragon?
No. Clark, you're betting too much. You're reaching now.
You cannot have an afternoon of drink with a great gladiator like Magnus. I get big head.
We'll talk about that later. First, let me go kill some trolls. Yeah, Magnus takes his leave.
Okay, he waves.
Drink for a bit and head out.
As Magnus leaves, Gracchus goes, I want to make bet.
Oh, you're walking up to.
You son of a bitch!
Yeah, you four-armed freak. You make bet. You bet on self.
I'm pretty sure his partner doesn't make it right to the end. 2 talents.
He looks at you. They mark down a 2-talent bet.
Pray to all things holy that you win every initiative, all 9 of them. Because it's going to be just to beat each other in the face fest and they regen.
You are betting against yourself, you realize.
Moi? Yes, I know that.
2
Do
talents.
you even know the rules of the fight?
I've not been looking at chat. I don't know what you guys are saying. Sorry, I've been.
We were just calculating how long until your mutagens run out because they're going to run out before the end of the fights.
True, but I don't need to drink.
we
I don't
take
need to
bet.
drink my mutagen.
It
I
is
can drink other
strange
mutagens
bet,
as well.
but we take bet.
Alright.
I would not tell anyone you made this bet. Eh? No one will trust you after this. But
You do know we have to fight their champion 9 times, right?
chain match 9 times. Yes.
That's fucking bullshit.
It makes sense. You make good decision out of bad situation. That is fine. But you have to. Is this you leave or you?
Why would I make a bet that I die? What use would that possibly be?
I win.
Some people make crazy bet all the time. They have family, little youngins running around.
Do I look like someone who's got little youngins running around?
I don't know. Forearms might have use.
Bet's it.
Yeah, you make some money. We
Shit,
talk
I'm
about
taking
this
her head.
after. Is there a particular round where you're going to be taking a step out?
No.
All right. You make some money. You come back here after your fight. We talk again.
Okay.
He leans back in his chair.
Gets up and leaves.
Watching you go. Magnus is waiting around outside. You can see your name being put up on the great board. Alright, Magnus and Gracchus make their way back to the Ludus, it sounds like. Ashoka, what is Ashoka doing this week? Ashoka in 6.
Good question. What? Just a second. I'll open the. What did I do last week?
You diplomanced the
Broken shield or...
the broken shield, I think. Before that, you trained, and before that, you did some adventuring.
Okay.
And the week before that, 6 spied on your friend Shebagast.
Yes, we did a extracurricular spying mission with Six to see if he's any good at spying. Okay, so I think that we are going to have Six spy on the priests, specifically the masked theologians.
Okay.
And we are going to have Ashoka I really want to get a poison thing in my mouth, but I need to get money for that. For like the role-playing thing, Ashoka wants to take a look at getting some body modifications done. For a action, he would like to diplomacy the. So we're in okay standing with the monks. We're in okay standing with the broken shield. We're in relatively. I think we're we're somewhat topped up. We'll do another one with the monks because next season he wants to get ready to actually like re-engage with the monks next season. I mean, we sent that little shit Damien off to the middle of the Boonlands. Well, they can murder Grog or Brog however they want to next season or something.
Okay. Ashoka is 14 dice effectiveness, and you're just trying to make nice with the Grand Order of the Fallen Monastic Traditions. They do not think very highly of you guys right now.
Well, that's why we go there.
And you guys, I have unfriendly towards them. So you're saying that you're acting indifferently towards them, and you're trying to match. You're trying to get them to match. Okay. Give me a roll. You need 6 victories.
It was a shit roll, sir. I've got 3 and lots of 2.
Okay. Given that you have all the skills for this, you have advantage on this, though. So I think you succeed. 1, 2,
6.
3, 4, 5, 6. Exactly. Okay. So they are now indifferent towards you. You've got them. They still will not fight. They still are holding to their gun of their saving face by saying that your dishonor is still, as much as they appreciate the gifts, you're still kind of like on timeout, and their word has already been spoken. But it's kind of like a we'll see after summer at this point. Like,
okay, cool. At the end of it, if it's a one-season boycott, is cool.
Yep.
Key.
You're not getting them to consider prolonging it, or at least there might be a discussion like, do we let bygones
shit out of Brog? We'll let them throw as many monks at Brog as they want. We'll put it covered barbecue sauce.
All right. So is that part of the offer, or is that just something that you're gonna that you have in the back of your mind?
That's later. Later when we sweeten the deal. Let's see if they're a bunch of dicks. We might actually fight them and then kill them again accidentally.
You fell for that trap. Oh!
No, it will. We're not going to try to go to them and go, "Do you have bloodlust?" We might bring that up later as like, "Do you like revenge?" Be a little less obvious.
Okay, let's go back down. Phineas, you are putting the Tower Affairs into order.
Yep.
Let's see. Sid is not your bodyguard. Why was Sid at the tower?
Sid was at the tower because didn't want anyone knowing.
On him.
Yeah, he doesn't want anyone scrying on him, so he's staying with Phineas.
Oh,
Because
okay.
he has a room that is that's got a mage's private sanctum running.
Got it. So Sid is lurking around the tower when he's not spying around.
Whenever what's the kid's name again?
Okay, Phineas. There's a giant mess at the at the tower. Your former master has not taken care of affairs for a very long time, and there is a mile-long list of bookkeeping and things that you need to get, a bunch of debts that you just need to basically... You have the money from the guild, it's just you need to like go and actually pay these debts before business can be conducted. We're going to say that there's a 30 success hole for getting the tower up and running.
Okay.
And you have the equivalent of 14 dice.
All right. Well, we'll start.
This is to get the tower up and running, and once you're done, everything will be caught up. All minor issues will be solved. You'll have a staff actually at the tower, and things will be chugging along.
Oh, come on, Phineas, you can businessman or,
That's not
bureaucrat.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
That's a lot
8,
of
9.
fours.
9.
Okay, you're about a third of the way there.
That's pretty good, man.
Give me a D3. If you roll a 1, you find something very interesting.
2.
Okay. So nothing this particular week that kind of stands out as like, oh, this is a huge opportunity. You do receive the list of condemned, or those that the Inquisitors wanted you to hunt.
Okay.
You are also ready to receive Isram Senior. I'm just going to quickly look for a...
Oh, crap. Like...
Oh, is it a note, or did he show up in person?
He's going to show up in person.
Oh, oh my God. This will go super well or super poorly.
Oh, this guy's scary. I like it. I like it a lot. Isram the Black Senior. Create a token of this old man's face. Ploop this token down right by the tower. Sid was basically out spying at this point in time. Unwin the understudy and Phineas were going over like a bunch of like bills that were past due, and then notes from bill collectors, and just trying to get it all organized. You were looking forward to going through the scroll room to see what's there and what wasn't there. That was kind of like the treat task that you got to do at the end of the day after getting through the boring stuff. And you were just about done the stack of bills for the day, when there is this terribly loud booming noise at the front gate.
He looks out the window.
You notice that the soldiers that you have are not there. You don't know where they went. And there is this very tall, imposing wizard of a advanced age.
Is Zed there, or is he also not there?
Is Zed there? You were out spying, so you were not there at that particular moment.
Sid or Zed? Zed is getting his tattoo done.
Zed's getting his tattoos
this week. Yes. All right. Okay. Well, don't die.
Is Sid in the tower, or he's not?
He's not.
He's not.
He's
Okay.
out spying.
Okay.
You see a man. He's just sort of leaning on a staff slightly.
Do I have any idea who this man is?
Yeah, this is Isram the Black Senior.
All right.
Give me a knowledge
Does he
arcana.
hold a noble title?
Give me
knowledge arcana.
Yeah, give
Probably
me a,
better. Yeah. I think my knowledge arcana is 25. I gotta double check.
welcome party RPG. Thanks for the follow. Welcome to the channel.
He's actually gonna drink.
Welcome.
He's actually gonna drink a mutagen before any of this goes down.
What was the
Just in
booming?
case.
Says Unwin. He looks kind of frightened as whatever he hit the front door with to knock it might have even left a mark.
No, no need to be alarmed. Antwin, just the arch-wizard father of the man I turned into a blithering fool.
Hey, your soothing words did not soothe.
A moment, please. Yeah, is he? I was checking. It's knowledge. It's 29. Okay.
A senior wizard does not like to wait, he says in a booming voice. It's almost like his voice is amplified. You have spoiled enough of my time already, Grand Mage of Vatapol, he says with just this disdain that is well practiced in his advanced years. He reminds you of one of your teachers at the Imperial Ministry of Magic.
Mm-hmm. He answers the door with a smile.
Okay. He's taller than you. He's fucking huge. You don't know how the sniveling idiot Isram came from this.
Yeah, Phineas is short to begin with, so. Does he hold a noble title, or is it just?
What was the knowledge arcana?
37.
He holds an honorary title of Lord. Their line or their family might have had some imperial titles, but you know that they're much more intertwined with the Imperial Ministry of Magic.
So should he be addressed as Lord Black or?
The Black, yeah.
Does he have an actual name?
If he has a surname, he's kept it hidden.
Okay, how is he commonly addressed by people showing him respect?
Isram the Black.
Okay.
Yeah.
Isram the Black. Welcome to the Sage's Tower.
You're a Gret, are you not?
I am.
Curious. I thought that they were all merchants. He says as he strides with one long, lanky stride. His staff seems to be a powerful staff as it kind of booms and clanks on the ground every time he strides with it. While he's old, it does not look like he requires the staff to walk, and he just simply walks into the Tower of the Sage like he knows where he's going. I suppose I should pay some respect to the Grand Mage of Vatapol, given that... And he glances towards your hovering staff. Given that you have somehow weaseled your way into the position, and even weasels are part of all of creation. They have their place. I do believe that the sherry is kept over here. And he walks into the parlor area and with a quick word, he summons his own unseen servant that starts opening up like a parlor area, and some really old dusty bottles of sherry are being poured. He pours two glasses and then he sits down. He sits down in this chair. He's still really tall while sitting down. His staff, he leans slightly up against the chair as his long fingers, stained with many experiments and accoutrements. He's got this weird musk, like he uses some sort of perfume, but at the same time you can't help but smell the sulfur. He's probably not bathed in a couple of days for whatever reason.
Alrighty.
He just basically drinks the sherry with his long fingers. The little cup is dwarfed by his long fingers. I understand that my son, he says with almost similar derision to you and your title, Weasel, as he's called you, has been causing problems here in Vatapor.
A few, yes. He and some of his students, I believe he called them, minor mages, have been hassling some students of magic, tearing out the spell books, that sort of thing. Not while I was in charge, obviously. I was only in charge for about 5 minutes before we had our little altercation, I'm afraid.
Silly buffoonery.
No, agreed.
Foolishness of youth. And he glanced at you. You're not very old, are you?
No. I'm, in my early 20s.
20? You'd be advanced in age for a goblin, I suppose. Bacob, or whatever administers magic in these heathen parts of the world, bestows his gifts upon the varied.
He certainly seems to.
A follower of Bacob, are we?
Oh, no, I'm a follower of the Five-Faced God, of course.
Yes. A good
But
imperial wizard. Now, tell me why I shouldn't just media swarm my son free.
Aside from the fact it's not necessary?
He pours himself another sherry. Have you touched yours?
He takes a sip.
Okay.
Your son attempted to cast a cloud kill. If room filled with sitting members of the Wizards Guild. With all due respect, Isram the Black, he's lucky he's alive.
There is a reason why wizards typically do not choose apprentices from their own families. Kings are not the way of stable rulership. While sometimes the apple may not fall far from the tree, sometimes it bounces and lands very far. And of course, sometimes it doesn't fall far at all, and the tree itself is rotten. The line of wizards is more important. Remember this, Garrett. Well, such an advanced wizard at such a young age, I may have to look into what makes you and your family so special. Are you an aberration? An outlier? Or are you something to be harvested?
Perhaps time will tell. In the meantime, if you're truly curious, my academic records are available at the Ministry of Magic.
Oh yes, I had them brought to me after I received word. An alchemist. Very interesting. I do expect your support. Should the conclave of wizards be called, and any particular votes are taken.
Are we expecting a vote on something in particular?
Well, given that you're the Grand Mage of Vadapul, I suppose that someone who resides in the capital could cast your votes for you. Act as your proxy. I have several wizards that wish to enter politics. Several that will represent Vadapul well.
Yeah, if they wish to politic, I would very much like to meet them.
The current Prime Minister of Magic is not one that will have his title for very long.
I see. He just raises his eyebrows like, go on. Got nothing to add.
Given that you're out here in the hinterlands, I do not expect you to know the intricacies of the politics of wizarding in the Empire. But know that if you have any personal pet projects or researches that you wish to be funded, having well-connected friends in the capital is one way to do so. Unless you're overwhelmed with this place, it's rather quiet in here. What are you up to?
Well, seems Master Tacitus left quite a few things undone prior to his departure, and I'm trying to get things caught up.
How
Bills
diligent
to
of
pay,
you.
ledgers. And I have to send this survey to the commander for our obelisk.
Ledgers and surveys. Perhaps they chose the right man for the job.
He sits there uninsulted.
Well, I always enjoyed Tacitus's sherry. Perhaps for my next visit you can concoct something in your laboratory that I'd enjoy more.
I'll see what I can do.
In particular, I've been interested in finding someone who could brew a specific potion. I myself am not a alchemist.
What were you looking for?
I only have 57 drops. I need another 43 from 43 distinct elves.
Knowledge, alchemy? Mark knows what it is, does Phineas?
Sure, knowledge alchemy. Given that
craft
many
alchemy.
of the elves
Sorry,
are...
craft alchemy.
Sure, yeah.
Or knowledge arcana is actually better than my craft. Oh no, identify plus 32. Let's go with that.
I'll just go with my plus 32 skill.
Oh, plus my mutagen 44.
Yeah. This is a potion of longevity. They're not especially. They're not illegal. They're just really hard to make.
It's when elves are being all haughty and, oh, look how superior I am. There's a bunch of magic items that are made out of elf parts. Your spell component.
Perhaps I could task you to find the other 43 drops that I require. There are more elves out here, elves that are less protected. I prefer elves who are not diseased. I'm sure that you could find some way of ensuring this.
I will see what I can do.
Prove to me that you can get 43 more drops, and I will teach you this formula. And
That
then
would be awesome.
and then I will hire you to make it for me.
I will endeavor to do so.
Good.
I'm quite intrigued.
Now, if I understand correctly, my son, the fruit of my loins, he says,
Yes, I shall.
has been enfeebled.
Yes. Allow me to fetch him. A moment. Phineas goes down. He doesn't bother taking the staff with him.
Yeah, Unwin was like out in the hallway, like within shouting range, sort of listening, but out of view. He's like, that man is scary.
Yes. Don't talk to him.
Okay, you go down to the basement.
Down to the basement.
He's been hosed off, I guess, given that you knew he was coming today.
Damien will prestidigitate him clean. And,
Okay. He's got like 1 int. And
yeah. Like, come on. There's a good Isram. Come on.
And a dog or a cat or any other mammal. Let's
right.
keep them mammals.
He shuffles along, tripping on the stairs a little bit, and like it seems amazed as everything is around. You manage to woo him into the room.
Yeah.
Immediately, there's this cluck of derision coming from Isram the Black Senior. He seems afraid of Isram the Black Senior.
Okay. There's a good boy. Pats him on the head and sends him over.
Okay, he drools there a bit. Isram.
We've taken good care of him, but
I shall see that my son is properly punished for this.
I would appreciate that.
Feeble mind. I look forward to seeing you progress, Gret.
It's been my honor. Is from the back.
Going back into lurk mode. Goodbye, gentlemen.
Okay. He
Bye-bye.
leaves with Isram, kind of like hitting him with his staff to make him go outside. Isram stumbles outside and he just strides forward and reaches out, touches him with the staff, and teleports away.
And Phineas's sphincter unclenches. And he goes and grabs himself another glass of sherry.
Well, tighten that pucker up, buddy. We're gonna fight right now.
Unwin's like, are we really going to kill 43 elves?
No, of course not. We're not killing 43 elves.
Oh, he looks so relieved.
We only need drops of their blood, which is almost as hard to get, but...
Oh. Arlen's an elf. Maybe he'll give you a drop of blood.
Oh, that's... only leaves 42.
Does it really work?
Well, according to legend, yes. I've never seen it work myself.
Do you think he's going to teach it to you?
Well, if he hires me to make it, I'll have to learn it.
I don't know. I don't like the way that guy... Well, he looked mean.
Yes, he's not known for his kindness.
Okay.
Anyway, I suspect it will be a long time before we see him again.
He seems relieved at that, and then goes back about his duties.
I'm just gonna grab a quick drink here.
You're drinking out of the bottle now. Yeah. Unwin seems a little surprised at that. He kind of allows himself to smile, but then is shaking his head as he realizes his master is just gonna sit in the parlor alone and get drunk. Phineas does have a chemical fascination, if you will. All right. That was Phineas receiving. Your duties keep him from looking over the gladiatorial ludus. We've got Ashoka, who has done his diplomacy and is interested in some body modifications. Now finally we get to Sid. Sid is spying on the civilized house of the Grim Gobleen, specifically to try to get information about the champion.
Yeah. Do you want me to give you his hide? His hide is stupid.
Nope. I want you to give you the D6s that Sid is worth. Sid has 12 effectiveness.
Sid wants to scout to see if there's traps set for Sid.
I'm not sure, Fox. Don't know. I don't know if Phineas has fourth circle alchemy.
He does, actually.
All right, so specifically, what are you trying to learn?
What are his weapons? What are his items? Where is the heart?
Okay.
Magnus told him there's a gem. It's called the Heart of the Champion, and that's the thing he's looking for. Where is it?
So what's his gear, and then where is the heart? Okay. You need 4 successes to figure out where the gear is. It's actually surprisingly easy. And then you need 8 successes to find out about the heart.
Okay, so how many dice is Sid? Is it 14?
Sid, are you doing this by spying and listening, or are you doing this by spying and talking?
What's he better at? Listening, I think.
You're just trying to hide and keep out of way? All right. So you have advantage to this. So 3s or higher are victories.
Awesome. Okay, and how many dice does he have?
12.
12 dice? Crap. 12d6. It's probably in the heart. Yeah, I know. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Look at all those beautiful 1s and 2s.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So you end up finding a troll that that is being called champion. Do you speak giant or goblin?
He speaks Goblin. He speaks Gnomish, Halfling, Izumi, or he speaks Orc. No. Yeah.
You don't speak
Not
Goblin?
giant. I speak Goblin. Yeah.
Okay. So there's a lot of goblin talk, and you do end up finding that there is a troll that they're calling champion.
Yeah. Do you have his?
Let me put his token down.
Yeah.
He sort of looks like one of the trolls from
Cave.
the cave. However, so he's armed with a great axe. He's got heavy armor. He carries his stuff with him. He sits in a way in the middle of the cave where all the Gobleen used to be, almost like he knows he's champion. Goblin are like feeding things to him. He's sort of like lounging around like he's king boss.
Okay.
You find that there are piles of other weapons.
9 sets.
8 sets
8 sets.
of
Plus the one he's got.
large weapons. 7 sets of large weapons, 1 set of huge weapons.
Yeah, swords, spears, stuff like that.
Yeah,
Or,
they're relatively simple, but there is definitely gear that that suggests that there are 8.
is he wearing armor?
He is
armor
wearing armor.
being-
Yes,
Wearing armor is not part of the deal. They shouldn't be wearing armor.
he right now is wearing armor.
Okay.
He's
Fair enough,
out
yeah.
in the arena.
Not in the arena. I understand.
Yep.
Just saying. Just saying. If I'm naked, he's naked.
You don't quite figure out where the heart is. However, at one point he does take off his armor, and he ends up sitting in a bath, and you see this really grisly like scar with knitting, almost kind of down the middle of his torso.
Okay.
Like an old stitched scar.
Through there somewhere, huh? Okay.
It's curious because you've never really seen scars on trolls. There are other trolls lingering around, and some of them may have burn marks, but none of them have like sliced open marks.
Is this guy afraid of fire? I assume there's no fire in the area.
No, there's torchlight. He does not seem afraid or adverse to fire, but he's not doing anything to fire that would suggest that he's immune. Yeah. All right, so Sid learns this. Give me a D3. 1, it's well before the match. 2, it's just in time. 3, it's too late. Okay. So Sid learns all of this well enough time to go and report back to Magnus, as well as Scarab.
Okay.
Which I'm assuming you're doing now.
Yeah, Magnus is going to be asking Sid to make all of his goddamn potions and giving it to Magnus. He's asking for specific things.
Okay, what does Sid tell Magnus and Gracchus?
This guy is weird. He's got lots of weapons. There's 7 different sets. There's a huge one, and his own, and he wears armor. He's got a big scar right underneath it. You ever seen a troll with a scar? It's weird, but it's right. Like it's big stitchings going across his chest, down his torso.
It's actually straight down.
Oh, straight down?
It's coming straight down.
Sid's not an idiot.
Like it was surgery or something. So if you're looking for your thing, it's probably inside. I couldn't sneak in there, though. Yeah, that's all I can tell you about him.
It's like, make your DC 100 stealth. All right, you stealth inside the creature.
Altagar, too.
Lammy wings.
All right. So, Gracchus, here's the plan. You know the 9 that we're fighting? The string of champions?
Mm-hmm.
They're in the gem. Called the Heart of the Champion. It looks like they've stitched it inside of him. So what we do, we have to kill him in order for, I think we have to kill him for the next one to come out. So we're gonna knock him out. First one, knock him out. Not kill him. Keep him down. And if your hands are quick enough, open them up and try to pull the thing out.
No, that doesn't work.
Why not?
Because we can't hit him after we put him down.
We have to kill him. We can't hit the
okay.
corpse. We can't hit the corpse, but we have to kill him. If he's not dead, the fight's still on.
It says don't hit the corpse. Okay, well I guess yeah. If he's not a corpse, sure.
Or if that's gonna be a problem, we could try to wrestle him down. And while I'm holding him, actually, how strong are you?
He's not nearly as strong as you.
Okay, I can do my mutagen and a whole bunch of other things, and I can try to hold him. And you can try to do it while I'm wrestling with him. It's very, very difficult. Very difficult. But we can try. We end it before it even starts.
Alright.
Well, actually, okay. Yeah, that's it. And Sid, I need all your goddamn potions. Here, I'll give you this list.
Excuse me.
Yeah, yeah, they're really trying to screw us. This fight's not gonna be very balanced, but we'll do our best. But I need your help.
Fine. What's this shit about my mutagen?
Can Magnus drink other mutagens? Think so, right?
You know what? I think because you can make a mutagen, I think you can drink other people's mutagens.
No, well, there's a specific. You need a specific
Discovery?
Mutagenic Mauler.
discovery to. I think it's infused mutagen.
Oh, okay.
Hold on. A mutagenic Mauler discovers how to create mutagen that allows him to imbue this function as alchemist and uses the bronze level. Mutagenic Mauler counts as an alchemist for the purpose of inviting mutagen prepared by someone else. Yeah, he can drink.
Okay.
Although infused mutagen probably means that other non-alchemists could drink your mutagen.
Mutagens are not. You can't infuse mutagens. Anyone who drinks a mutagen that's not an alchemist gets poisoned. Only alchemists can drink.
No, there's a discovery, dude.
Yeah, we're looking at a discovery that allows you to share mutagens.
No, you don't need that. You need it for mutagens. You don't. Mutagens are just potions that you make. I've read a shitload of this.
When an alchemist creates a mutagen, he can infuse it with an extra bit of his own magical power. It inflicts 2 points of intelligence damage to the alchemist and costs 1,000 gold pieces in rare regions. But
that's to create a second one.
This is multiple.
That's to create a second one while you already have another one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think alchemists can share mutagens, but I don't think you can. I don't think there's a way.
The problem is my mutagen will run out during the fight. If it goes on for too long, I'll need another one.
Man.
Fucking. Magnus will drink cognac and be like, what am I doing here?
I see so clearly now.
This is a problem.
You know, there's always another option.
What? What is it?
You know, we just take whatever fines get thrown at us and kill everybody in the arena.
Walk in with an armor and just start killing everyone. It'd be hilarious. Then we'd have to run for it for good.
Enough talents makes anything go away around here.
Yeah, it's true. All right.
Fine, Magnus. I'm gonna hang out in Phineas's tower then. Don't need to be at my shit.
Marty, are you okay with that?
With Sid creating
mutagen and potions and tossing it to this guy and...
Yep, because he rolled the 1 on the D3 and he got all of his spying done before the fight. So
awesome.
You can prepare... You can twink sauce with alchemist potions.
Yep.
In fact, is Sid coming with Magnus then and Gracchus to the...
No, nobody knows that Sid is alive.
Oh, okay. So Sid goes back and hides.
Sid is hiding in... Well, I mean, he can hide. He can watch the match and he can hide while watching the match. But I can fly to the top of the thing and watch. But
okay. Which gladiators is Magnus bringing to Vatapole Civic Arena for his match?
Sona. What's the other guy's name? Fleece. I was gonna say Drain, but Drain's gone. Sona, Fleece.
Phelan the Voerlander, he's gonna carry your weapons for you.
Yeah.
Okay. You bringing Zargon?
Yeah, if Zargon can come and watch.
Sure. Is he watching from the veins, or is he going to sit up with a Ashoka to watch it from the stands?
He can. Well, I want him to have a bit of prestige and sit with Ashoka, but no one's going to attack a dragon, so it'd be nice to leave him in the veins.
Okay, having back up in the veins.
Leave him in the, I'll leave him. Like, I need you to protect the other gladiators, because, the stronger ones.
I'm looking forward to watching you fight this 9-lived troll. Don't die. But if you do die, the Ludus becomes mine.
Yeah, sure, fine, take it. It's Magnus. All right, sure. If he dies, I don't give a fuck. Sign a contract. Here you go. This will be funny. All right.
9 trolls, you are very brave, says Phelan. I have to second that. Don't know why you signed up for this batch. So close to the season end games as well. If you die, can I have your sword?
You fucking asshole. Magnus is also bringing the mace that does acid and fire.
Sure.
The Grakas do know how to use this.
It's a mace. You hit people with it. I get it.
Okay, I'm gonna be focusing on with my sword. You can have this as as another weapon and just keep touching him with it. It'll stop him from regenerating. We'll see how it goes, but we'll try to grapple him and pull it out. Well, fuck it. I'll try to knock him out first and then pull it out.
So, are we bringing our merciful weapons in then?
No.
Why not? If you want to knock him out first.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, you know what, you good Grakas, you think really well. I like you. All right, we bring our merciful weapon then.
Okay.
That's right. Grakas has some int because he's an alchemist, doesn't he?
Yeah.
What is Grakas' int?
He's got a 16 int.
Yeah, compared to Magnus's 10 though.
Magnus is good to go.
You're the thinking warrior. All right, I'm gonna roll a d.
He's got a low charisma, so he's thinking, is there a plan I'm not aware of that he's just not telling me? Like,
Yeah, the plan is we knock him down, we take the heart out.
oh.
That is on the friendly side of the fence. So,
Okay, are we at the veins now?
yep. There is a mercenary that you know that hangs around with Zed every once in a while. His name is Chanticleer. Let me find his token.
Hey Marty,
Yep.
would channeling work through the blood gates?
Yeah, they are. It's a portcullis. There are holes in it.
Can Magnus have Chella signed up so that she's standing close to the blood gates?
Yeah, you should have done this beforehand.
Right.
I will let you roll a d3. 1 means you could do this in time.
Okay.
2 means you send word and she may or may not arrive after the fight happens. Okay, so Chella is with you this day. That's actually pretty smart. She is friends of Magnus. She is willing to, during this really powerful fight of yours, come and help you out. She has a stipulation that your gladiators will help keep her safe.
Yeah, there's a couple. There's a dragon.
Okay. You don't know where she is, but you end up finding her inside the temple area, inside in the blood veins. She is praying before the altar to the old gods.
Yeah.
The Vorlander just gives you a nudge, like she's there, and you notice he goes and lights a candle beside one of the deity figures.
Hey, yeah, Magnus waits, or actually, he goes to pray to Cord, actually. Put a sword in the ground and pray to Cord.
Okay. Zargon just goes tippy-toe up to the... Although I think he's medium now. I don't think he goes tippy-toe.
He's medium-sized.
All right. So Zargon basically kind of leans up against the table and snorts a little bit of fire out of his nose to burn one of the candles.
Yeah. Sorry, God.
I don't know why you do it. I thought you finished your third fight this year, for this season, says Chella.
It's the only way I could get my gladiators the third fight.
I would have had Maeve watch the fight, but she's in the capital still.